toughest job is if you're in a situation as we are here in Valencia where Spain doesn't have a major space agency. There's talk in the future of perhaps putting a space agency together, but they have a smaller space program, although it's a very active country in space. They're the 5th contributor to ESA, so they're not a small space player at all. But they don't have a big infrastructure. So in that case, you have to basically put a consortium together of the interested parties and be sure all the understandings are reached in advance so that you know who's going to do what and that you have clear commitments because, as I said, it's going to cost more than you're going to get in return. Maybe your hotels will get a little more, but the organizers won't. And then when you win, then the real problems begin because you realize you won and you have to make it happen. But we work very, very closely. We're really a team. We're a team with our colleagues here in Valencia. So we work very, very closely with the organizers to make it a success. And I think this one will be a success. So I don't know, again, if I fully answered your question, but happy to talk more about it separately if you'd like to. And we really, going back to locations, I was touched by the words I'd forgotten. I said it quite that clearly back at the UN workshop last week, but we really want to be a global organization. So we're not just looking for nice vacation spots in Europe. We're looking for going around the world into new places. I'd love to see a Congress in Africa. I'd love to see it while I'm still president. I won't be president when we have it, but I'd like to preside over choosing it. But if our colleagues in Africa were to make that happen, they really have their work to cut out for them. And now, in fact, I'm going to be talking to some of them about that this week because there's a lot to be done. And I'd love to see Congresses in parts of Asia together as well. So we want to be global. And you all think global, so it's natural for you. Some of my colleagues, we have to nudge them a little bit, but we'll get there.
Right. That's right.
And just to bring you up to date, we did meet with the local organizing committee, and I know they worked a lot with the Young Professionals program, and they've given us a lot. Our food space has been provided generously by the IAF and by the local organizing committee, so we thank them extremely. And part of what you're asking for is on us. It's up to us as the space generation to go to them more often and more clearly to say, what can we do? Where can we help you out? When are your outreach programs and how can we integrate into them? And that's just something that, as staff and as members of the space generation, that's on us. We can't always wait for someone else to come to us and say, can you help? Sometimes we've got to go to them and say, where do you need help right now? Can we do this? So I think both sides of that. And we're going to have the cut-off questions right now where we invite Mr. Zimmerman and his entourage